So we'll start by paying some attention to our posture, checking in with how the physical body is doing this morning, looking for any places where we might be holding tension, thinking about setting the body in a stable but comfortable upright position that's serviceable for meditation. So mainly thinking about keeping a straight back, upright torso, feet flat, hands in the lap, either resting on the knees or right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Just looking for any places of tension and relaxing into a stable, upright, comfortable position. Intentionally looking for any tenseness in the body, just breathing into it, relaxing it away. Then begin a process of withdrawing your awareness, moving your awareness inside the body and mind, trying not to engage with sensory objects, using the physical sensation of the air as it passes into and back out of the tip of the nostrils as a way of anchoring your attention. Things other than that sensation will dawn in the mind, but we just try to notice when that has happened and then, without judgment or frustration, just gently lift our awareness from that object back to the intended object. Just like moving our eyes from right to left, again and again letting go of thoughts, plans, worries, and holding our awareness on that sensation single pointedly. And then we'll set a virtuous motivation, thinking that the best use of my time is to find tools to confront and avert my own suffering, but also methods that will help me to be of greater and greater benefit to all other sentient beings. So my spiritual life isn't for myself alone. I just try to connect with broad, virtuous motivation. And then we'll continue contemplating the foundation of all good qualities. So the next verse is: This life is as impermanent as a water bubble. Remember how quickly it decays and death comes. After death, just like a shadow follows the body, the results of black and white karma follow. This life is as impermanent as a water bubble. Remember how quickly it decays and death comes. After death, just like a shadow follows the body, the results of black and white karma follow. So previously we had contemplated the precious freedoms and endowments of our life, which provides an antidote to taking our life for granted. But in order to truly take the essence of our life, we also have to confront the reality that this precious opportunity isn't something that lasts indefinitely. This isn't to be morbid or to be concerned about something that's outside of one's control. Lama Tsongkhapa isn't encouraging us to be afraid of death itself, but merely to be concerned about not using our time wisely. That is within our control. And if we accomplish that, then there is nothing to be concerned about. But still, we have to confront the view that says that we definitely won't die today. And so we can put off taking the essence of our life until some future time. That's an obstacle to really getting what we want out of life. So let's contemplate briefly that death is definite. We can think about the world as it was 100 years ago, the societies and families, economies that populated the earth, and how today very few of those organizations and people exist. You can think in 100 years from now, the earth will be populated by almost an entirely different collection of people. You can bring to mind all of the great leaders in politics and business, billionaires, titans of industry, and even many people with incredible spiritual qualities and realizations. Even the Buddha showed the aspect of passing away. So contemplate along these lines with various examples. Come to an insight that death is definite. although death is definite, the time of death is completely indefinite, uncertain. We live in a world where people can die at any age. Many times that young people pass away before old people. Many times where someone who seems quite sick will outlive someone else who seems quite healthy. If we wake up every day and think, I definitely won't die today, is that different than saying to someone, I'm sure I will never die? We would disagree with that statement, but are we living in a way that embraces reality? Is that an obstacle? Bring to mind various examples that argue against the idea that death is always in the future. Try to recognize that death can come even today to fuel the urgency of our practice. And then at the time of my death, karma will ripen that determines my next incarnation. The energy associated with the intentional actions, the things that I have cultivated, will determine the outcome of that process. So that's entirely within my conscious control. I can choose to grow my positive qualities. I can choose to reduce my habituation with destructive or negative qualities. And by doing that, I can take control over this process and direct it. So think about what you would like to grow and what you would like to reduce. And then rest your mind in a strong resolve to use your life to accomplish that goal. Then we'll come back together and we'll dedicate. So recollect your compassionate motivation and recollect the efforts that you made, and then think that you offer the fruit of your practice for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Think may this energy ripen in the best way to support my own spiritual growth and development so that I can work for the benefit of sentient beings. May it serve as a cause for my enlightenment, and may it serve as a cause to create the conditions to be guided and protected by my teachers now and until my swift enlightenment. Thank you.